I got a video of this because this is going to be epic.
Why is that? Oh boy, that is epic.
That is.
That's good stuff, huh?
That's great stuff. And you wonder why your air conditioning system isn't cool. Timer flash 7 times. BTU system. You ain't testing, you're guessing. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. Today is Friday, June 23rd, 2023. I am in the hamlet of Woodmere, which is part of the 5 towns in Nassau County on Long Island in the great state of New York. Can you sense my sarcasm? A little after 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going on my last service call of the day. Yes, my last service call of the day. I already went on 2 service calls and sold 2 systems on 2 other estimates. I start early, ladies and gentlemen. I start early. Today we're going to an existing client. We haven't been here for a while, maybe about 4 or 5 years, 6 years. Central air conditioning system is not working. Let's go see what's going on. And then in the meantime, smash that thumbs up button, guys. Let's go. All right, so the other day, I had the homeowner put the fan switch from auto to on and the mode from cool to off. So we're right around 76 degrees here. Gotta love this. This is the Honeywell. What the This is the Honeywell T87F mercury-based thermostat. What that's doing in there, I don't know, but let's hang that right there. Generally, the thermostat for your central air conditioning system is located near the filter. You guys want to see that filter? Trust me, you want to see this filter.
Hey there.
Hi. I got a video of this because this is going to be epic.
Why is that? Oh boy, that is epic.
That is.
That's good stuff, huh?
That's great stuff. And you wonder why your air conditioning system isn't cooling.
You can't buy it.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make it up. You can't make it up. That's called good homeownership. That's called maintenance.
Yeah. How? When's the last time you replaced the filter? Honestly, I just want to get an honest. You can tell me if it's like 5 years ago. It's okay.
It might be. I'm honestly not sure. My wife, no, not my wife. I think you guys, when I called up for the appointment, said that the last time you were here was in 2016.
Yes. Wow, that is epic. So the reason why I had you do this, the fan to on from auto and cool to off, because if the system was frozen, because of lack of airflow, having the fan on and the cool off will turn off the outdoor unit, the compressor, but keep the fan on to help it accelerate the melting of the ice. So, do you have a new filter?
I think I have a box of filters.
Okay. Is it 23.5 by 35 by 1?
I can go in the basement.
Okay, let's go get it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, before calling for a central air conditioning service, it's a very good idea to check your filter. If you don't know what your filter is and you have central air conditioning, you need to call a professional. If you don't remember the last time you changed it, you need to change your filter, turn the system from cool to off, and then fan to auto to on, because as I just mentioned to the homeowner, we're going to get an opportunity to have that fan thaw out the ice on that possibly frozen system. Let's go check out the outdoor unit, make sure everything's good with that. By the way, I'm very, very excited. It's Friday. I'm getting one more day closer to my state of Florida Air B exam for air conditioning, being a licensed air conditioning contractor in the state of Florida. But also next week, stick around on Tuesday, I'm making a major announcement, which you're not going to want to miss. It's going to be epic. And it's not related to the pool party, but it's pretty damn close. All right, let's go see what's going on over here, because damn. So here we have it. Here's our outdoor condensing unit. We have a lot going on here. We have ivy growing. It's going to soon conquer this whole chimney if left unchecked. This looks like a York or a Lux Air. They should really got to do something about this. But wow, look at that. You can tell we haven't been here in a while. But you know what? They still call us. Pipe Doctor service stickers. Guys, if you're doing HVAC maintenance and you're not branding your company on the equipment that you service, you're losing out on potential future calls. So don't neglect to do that. We have a lot of stuff going on in there. A lot of debris. Wow, the coil is crumbling apart. Let me get my tool bag. Let's see what's going on under the hood. All right, I couldn't resist. I grabbed my Milwaukee M12 cordless hacksaw and I cleaned up the sides of the vegetation. I cut some of the trees away there. All right, got away all of the vines growing. I cleaned up around my service ports because you don't want to get anything in the refrigeration cycle. Cleaned everything up as best I could. All right, and we're only here for about 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, we already found a dirty filter, put a new filter in, cleaned out the area around the outdoor condensing unit. And now I have my Testo smart probes. Before I even check into the electrical components, I wanted to see if I have any refrigerant and if it's even nowhere near the levels it needs to be. In the meantime, guys, I want you to pause for a minute. Pause the video. I want you to scan that QR code with your smartphone. I would like you to donate to the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy charitable nonprofit organization, where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. All right, let's see what's going on in here. We have our brass caps, which we love to install because they have that nice O-ring in there or washer in there. Not much left of the armor flex here. Looks like someone soldered that in. All right, let's get our smart probes and see what our pressures are like. All right, so I have my two smart probes. One is marked 775. That's gonna be my low side. The other one is 797. Your numbers may be different, but there we have it. We're gonna zero out our pressure readings. Okay, boom, excellent. So now 775, it's gonna go on the high pressure, on the low pressure side. I wanna do it quickly. And then we have 797 on the high side. And one thing we have to change is the refrigerant that we're working with. We're working with R22. Yeah, we still have R22 here. Okay. And there's our standing pressure. The system has not been on in a couple days, so I would say that's pretty much even. 102.9, 0.8, and 103.6. I think we're good there. Next, I'm going to take my clamp-on temperature probes. This is marked 134. I'm going to turn that on. 134 is going to be my high side. I'm going to put that there. And I have my low side. This is marked 118. Just turn that on by hit the button once, and looks like the batteries are dead in that one. Oh, fudge. Now I got to replace the batteries in it. Oh, man. All right, I know they say don't mix batteries, but I really don't care. Let's get this back in there. Okay, let's turn it on, and let's check our temperatures and pressure. All right, so my system is off, and there's our temperatures and there's our pressures. I wanted to see something before I go under the hood. If there was no refrigerant in there, it would kind of be like a moot point in proceeding, because you know, if it's empty or very low on charge, what's the point of making any kind of repairs? So let's take a look inside here, and yeah, not looking too great. We have a time delay relay right there. Its purpose is when there's a call for cooling, you get 24 volts closing the contact, so provide power to the compressor and the condenser fan motor. But we have a time delay relay. Let's say there's a brownout or a power failure for that second or two. It'll prevent the compressor from turning on for X amount of time. Here it looks like it's at 0.3 minutes. No, 0.1 minute, as you can see right there. So here's our transformer. It's located inside. I can imagine if it's located inside, I can't even imagine the age of our indoor condensing unit. I mean, indoor air handler, if our transformer is outside. Oh man, we have a dual capacitor there, which is marked for capacity of 55/5. Also, we got a hard start in there. I'm inclined not to really do much right now, but except turn the thermostat on and see what goes on. All right, let's lower that to around 60, and we may be able to hear the compressor. I don't know, let's go see outside. Oh, the lights just flickered. When you see those lights flicker for that second, that's usually the compressor turning on, usually. And she's running. Let's go see what's going on with her. All right, so our system is running. Not really blowing much of air of anything. Our pressures are, well, they're pretty pathetic. Our low side pressure is 15 PSI and dropping. High side 126. With the condition of this coil, you know, that really should be much higher. Surprisingly enough, we had a little bit of subcooling, now we have none. Wow. So we are undercharged here. Really can't read the label. I know there's a technique of doing it, but I don't really care. And to make matters even more interesting is that they're selling the house and they're moving out in less than a month. But they do have, quote unquote, the moral obligation to at least give the new family a functional system. That may not be the case when they find out that R22 is $250 a pound. So we'll see what the case is. And no, I don't believe in drop-in replacements. The compressor is designed for R22 as the only refrigerant. Not blue on this or whatever that, it's designed for R22. My company policy is we do not use drop-in replacements. Your miles may vary. That's my company policy. That's my. All right. It's pouring out. I'm drenched, kind of. You can see the rain coming down. I'm protected by this little bush that turned into a tree. Added 5 pounds of R22. 5 pounds. But we found the leak. Let me show you. Okay, watch this. There it is. There's that leak. So I'm going to use my Schrader core removal tool. All right, and we're going to put on a new Schrader core there. See, it's 11 o'clock almost. We've been here for a while. I added 5 pounds in half an hour. Now you should be, 5 pounds in 2 hours, but nonetheless, let me put this Schrader core in. Let me show you how we do this. All right, so here is, I'm just trying to show you guys. There's the Schrader core. Goes onto the plunger right here. All right, we're gonna put that in there like that. Now, I am going to open the valve and I'm going to push in while I'm turning, and it doesn't feel like it's going in. Oh, it doesn't actually. Hold on. Oh, are you going in? No, something's not right here. Oh, I'm an idiot. I gotta take the old one out first. You see, uncut, unedited, raw. You can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. Can't make this up, just like that filter. So now let's take out the old one. Okay, man, it's really pouring. It is coming down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, close valve, open. There's the core right there. Okay, now new core right there. Okay, come on, baby. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, now open, push in, and come on, baby. Get in there. Voila, open. I like to do it this way. Make sure nothing's coming out. Voila. done.